Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? I see people coming in. Okay, loud and clear. All right. How y'all been doing? It's been a little while since I've been on. I've been being lazy. Um, watching lives and watching programs on TV and doing different things. My daughter came to see me for a week, so we had a lot of stuff to do, a lot of catching up to do. Hey, Miss Richardson. Can't hardly see this stuff. Wait a minute. Hey, was a big child. How you doing, child? Hey, the Empress. No, the Emperor. Emperor, not the Empress. Child. Wait a minute. Hey, Liz. Hey, Ronnie Howard. Hey, Don Play. Hey, Don Divas. Well, child, I got a lot to talk about. So we're gonna be here a minute. So y'all may as well go in there and get you something to drink. Take your shoes off and relax. Cause I got a lot of bullshit to talk about, okay? Um, I'm gonna start off with the beef sector, of course. And let me see who I got first. The beef sector, huh? They've been clowning over here. And I love every minute of it, okay? I get pissed off, then I be outright, and then I be pissed off again, and then I be alright. Okay? In the same way with the Mo 3B sector, I be pissed off and then get cool again and to get pissed off again. Okay? But I love YouTube, so I just like to watch the bullshit. Let me see. Let me make this bigger. Ah. Okay, now, Dragon had her lip sync contest, and I thought it was good. A lot of people have said things about it. I enjoyed myself. Um, it's kind of got off a little rocky, but then it got better, and then it got rocky again, and of course we had to drag before it was over. Same old B sector bullshitting. They act a fool every time there's a contest, good or bad. Okay, and the contest started out with KRN and Dragon on the panel. Well, what wait, let me just start this here. Before the contest, I seen Lemon had went live, and it was like a before the contest party. And he was saying on his live, "I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna help Dragon out, and I want a contest to be a success, and I'm gonna show her all my support and all of that." And then he said he was gonna have an after show after her contest, for everybody to come over there to his live. And I thought that was kind of cute. But I was shocked because now I do miss things. I can't see everything because I be in so many sectors. But the last time that I seen Dragon and Lemon, they were on his panel and they was like cussing each other out. So when he had his live and said that he was gonna be over there to help her out, I was like, what? Because he really didn't ever talk good about her contest. He kept saying that it wasn't gonna be good, and a lot of people didn't think the contest was gonna be good. It was better than I thought it was gonna be, and I'm really proud of Dragon. Okay, which after Lemon stopped his live, and we went over to Dragon's child. Well, he hit the panel, child, and Dragon and King Roman News was looking like, huh? And she said he's a judge. I didn't know it, and this and that. And I was saying, what? He supposed to be a judge now? And I said, damn. What? King Roman News didn't know nothing about him being a judge, and Dragon didn't know nothing about him being a judge. And so he just sit up there, and I was saying, what? And so then him and Dragon had some words, and he got down. Well, Honest Rowe came up there and he did his song. He did good, and then after him, I think Lemon stayed up there for a little while. Well, I might not have it exactly right, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm not even looking at my notes right now. I'm freestyling, okay? But child, Dragon had put him off the panel, and I think he came back or something. Cause James Caldwell, mother, he came up and he performed. He did a great job. But y'all know he do performances. He make money. When he dress up and go out and perform. And we've seen just very few of his performances. So I was really excited to see James doing his performance. He did a great job. Which some kind of way they start judging, and then Lemon he wanted to judge. It was a damn mess. I'm just gonna tell you now, Lemon, you know better than that. If Dragon would have got out there on your damn live when you had your talent contest that you asked her to be a judge and then fired her. Now if she'd have brought her black ass to got on that link, you wouldn't even let her up there. When you had your talent contest and she was supposed to be a judge. Well, honey, you had your ass over there and you was drunk because you was drunk on your live that I was at. But then they got to cussing. Him and drunk me got into it. And I'm glad to see her back. But she, I've been seeing her in chats. But this is the first time I seen her on the link. Since, she might have been hitting links in the B section. I don't know. But this first time I seen her back on the link in a long, long time. Well, then he was calling her bitches, and she was like, what? And she was saying, nigga, my son older than you. And he was saying, go get him, and all that kind of, because Lemon want to fight everybody. He King Kong. Well, honey, he Dragon wound up putting him off the stage, okay? Because she wanted her contest to go like a contest go, not a drag fest. And I understand that. But see, I want to let all them people get up on the line until the thing was over. It wound up being about 5 or 6 people up there. Ness was up there. Drunk Meek was in and out, going up and dropping down, go up and drop down. They put her in the back. She come back. She was supposed to sing a song. And had turned from a lip sync contest to a singing contest. I don't know. But some kind of way that shit got going. And then, oh my God, it was just a damn mess, okay? It was a damn mess. So when Ro did his thing, it was good. And then when Mother did her thing, I put damn, because Mother tore her song up. And Dragon, she added the money up to see how much she had for the pot, and it was $360. Now this was early in the contest, okay? And I said, "Get down, Dragon," because that would have been some good money for somebody. And then they had it was going to be just one winner, which I don't mind that winner take all. You know, maybe next time she'll have a second place, but she didn't have a lot of money to give out. So James he won and he got the $160. BPTV, all she have to do is get up there and just blink her eyes. She pretty. She did like Donna Summers, and she had a big, the big curly wig on. She did a great job, and she act just like Donna Summers. But see, these younger people, they don't know nothing about young Donna Summers. But to me, she did a great job, and she didn't do the whole song because I could have sit there and watched her sing song after song after song because she is so pretty, and she was changing her top. Like if she did when she do another song, she would change her top. Now she's active over there. I think on TikTok or I think TikTok, where she make money over there. Because she do those kind of videos. And like I said, she's so pretty. I know the guys and the women look at her, so I know she's doing good over there. But she did a good job. Um, let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, she did a good job. And then Ness and Molly got into it. Which when Ness be on a panel, which I don't know why the hell she was up there, but she got up there and she was supposed to sing a song too. And she was cussing people out in the chat. And the number one was Molly. Molly was down there acting a damn fool like Molly do everywhere. And Ness know how Molly acts, so I don't even know why Ness was cussing Molly out. Um, and Sheila E got into it, and Ness was saying that when they was talking about the winner and stuff, which I figured James Caldwell was gonna win because he did good, but other people did good. It was another guy, Sister Mary, Sister Mary Clarence did good. She did Erica Badu, and she did a great job of Erica Badu. She had like a wrap on her head, and she had like I don't know if it was a sheet or a towel like wrapped around her, which I seen Erica Badu do that. What Sister Mary was doing, she did a live video, at a live concert that she was at, and that's how she was doing. She was like lighting incense and all of that, had her a drink, and the girl did good to me. Uh, but then at like around the middle of her live, her performance, her internet went out, and then it popped back on, but you could see her, but you couldn't hear her and all of that. But I think she did a good job. Uh, Rick Reed got up there, and I think different ones was getting up there because they wanted her show to be a success. Which the B sector showed out. They helped her, like you do a little baby to get them to walk, stand them up and just like pet the little pamper. You can do it, and that's how they did Dragon, because they could see she was upset and all of that. And shout out to the OGs of the B sector, James Caldwell, uh, Official D Spot, Rick Reed, you know, King Roman News, Rowe, all of those people. They pulled in together to get her through what she needed to do. They didn't want her to be a failure because everybody said she was going to fail. There was very few people that was rooting for her, you know. And to me, she did a great job. She had like 900 people in the live. It was like that, y'all. And I don't know why she kept saying that she wasn't getting no support and stuff, honey, because I would have been up there showing my ass. Do you hear me? I'm been saying, bitch, y'all said I wasn't gonna do good, you hoes, and I got 900 people in my damn chat. I would have been talking shit instead of whining, cause she was crying real tears, and I'm saying, what's wrong with you? And child, Big came through, did a song from the black sector to support her, and he a triple OG. He been on YouTube forever. You know, when YouTube started. He came through and showed support. And I was saying, look at Vic, get down, Vic. Let me see who else came. And this guy Masiko, he did good. I liked him, but when they was giving him his critique, he couldn't hear. Like when King Roman News was telling him how he did, and then when Dragon telling him he did good and blah blah blah, and then Nis was drinking, and like I said, she was going off on people, and some kind of damn way, Nis and King Roman News cussed that man out, y'all. I'm so glad he couldn't hear because they were cussing him out so bad. And then he dropped down. But allegedly now, I'm going by what King Roman News said, they made up. They apologized to the man for cussing him out real bad. And, so I'm glad they smoothed that over. But y'all don't be cussing the contestants out. Cuss the crowd out. Don't cuss the contestants out. Damn. And y'all was acting like mean girls, King Roman News. You and Ness got together and y'all was acting like two mean girls up there. The way y'all did that man. And I mean it. Y'all we said don't need to be acting like that. We ain't got to act the fool all the goddamn time. Shit. Let me see who else came up. ODS, OG. You see what I'm saying? He got up there. And OG, ODS don't give a damn about nothing. He nonchalant. And I like that about him. ODS got up there and he sung his song and did a great job. He lip synced his song. And when they was judging him, he just, oh, okay, I see y'all. Thank you for coming through, ODS. That y'all made her feel really good. And because y'all didn't have to do that. And I really, really, really like that. And of course, Rick Reed did good, child. Rick Reed, honey, he said he got up at the bed and put some clothes on over his pajamas. And he sat down and he was like rubbing his knees and stuff. And I was saying, Rick Reed, you need to stand up and go on and get down and do that song. Show us what you're working with. Because he looked like he wanted to dance, and I sure was gonna watch it. Okay. Now, Ness, when he showed up, when she seen him on the screen, because I'm just gonna put it like this. Ness was like, oh, she was like that, whoo, and he was saying, stop it. And then he started his song singing and stuff. And I thought that was funny because everybody think Rick Reed cute. Because I would have been up there. I was saying, ooh, I would have said, ooh, oh. Even though he is gay, Rick is fine, okay? The girls and the boys like him, child. And Rick is eye candy. But he will cuss your ass out, okay? Now, Drunk Meek and Ness got into it. And then when she was dragging Ness, she was saying, Ness, you've been mad at James Caldwell ever since he did that makeup contest. Because, see, that's how she wound up in the beef sector, y'all. James Caldwell was doing a makeup contest. Because he throw contests every once in a while. And Ness she just looked like old raggedy dirty person when she came. And she did the little contest, but he said that Drunk Meek said that Ness ain't like James since she did that contest. Because she didn't know how to do makeup. Now I'm sure that lab is somewhere on James' wall. It's back years ago. And Ness didn't even know how to do makeup. You could see she wasn't used to wearing makeup or nothing. She had one of them little, them little things like the little eyeshadow thing you can get like at the dollar store and all that kind of bullshit. And James gave all the contestants some money, so she didn't leave there empty-handed. I don't know why she thought she was going to win the contest. And I think Fifi TV was in it. And bitch, you can't win up against her. Because she fire, okay? Because I like looking at her, and I ain't gay. But that's a pretty woman. And then I have a friend that's an older friend. She's pretty like that. No makeup, just a pretty girl. Like Fifi TV, don't take much to make, day or night, you just go out. You ain't got to do much to yourself. That's how Phil is, this lady Phil. She remind me of a lot of Phil, just natural beauty, you know. But Fifi do wear some eye stuff sometimes, but she don't need no makeup, child. She just naturally glow, you know. She pretty to look at. Okay. And let me see. It was a mess, y'all. Let me see who else. Oh, respectfully, uh, Bernadette. She did one, but she had her name as respectfully M. Bernie. That's how she had her name on there. And if Lula May sees all, I don't know her, but she was in there too. And that's she was just up there dragging. She would line up, because she was just dragging people if we was there or not. She would drug Nika, Pizza, Lady Snoop. She cussed out Molly 100 times. Sheila E. She said that when they were doing the judges and they was biased, because when they said that James Caldwell won, she was saying they was biased. Somebody was gonna say something, but I think it was a fair. To me, it would have been kind of hard to pick the best one, because, like I say, that guy, Masika, I liked him. I like Sister Mary. To me, she did a great job. Uh, Ro did good. ODS, it been hard for me to pick. ODS did good. You know, but the judges made their choice, and I'm good with it. I ain't got no problem with it. Let me see. But yeah, they was in Ness was using words like MFers and SHIT and F fuck. She was using words, and they were talking about lemon. They should have put her off too, but I guess they were scared to put her down. But she was cussing harder than lemon. Okay, and uh drunk meat was telling her to telling this to take her crackhead ass on. Uh, and Ness was saying that drunk meat wanted to fight, and she said she been blocked. And Meek said, "Bitch, I was one of the ones that stayed over there in your chat when you first started going live, ho. You didn't block me." Because Ness said, "I blocked you immediately," which Ness lie. But she didn't. She used to have nobody over there. People would go through there like me and others just to give her a like because we feel sorry for her ass. Okay. And Drunk Me told her when I seen you, when she seen over there in that contest, the makeup contest, she said, "When I seen you, I knew you was on dope. That's why I would come to your live every morning just to give you a like and just to be in your chat so you'll see you had one or two people there." And she said that you made a live, which I do remember this, Ness, because you was telling all your goddamn business when you was out there on dope. And you was talking about how your mama hated you and all that kind of bullshit. But we already knew it was something wrong. The reason your mama was hard on you is because you wasn't shit. And you was walking around not working. You was walking around, doing what crackheads do. Because it got to where she wouldn't even let you in her damn house. You outside with the bugs and the bees and the flowers and the trees all the time, child. Okay, let me see what else. Okay. And this was saying, "Bitch, you dead to me," and she was calling all kind of bitches, and saying that she had her fucked up, and Meek was telling her, "You got me fucked up," you know. And Ness told her, "Drunk Meek, the only thing you can do is be mad, bitch." Let me see. A child, she told Ness sitting up there drinking and stuff, and she gonna tell King Roman News that he had on like foundation. And King Roman was like, "No, I don't. I ain't got no, no." This how messy she is, okay? She was saying, "Well, your face look good and this and that, but I know you got on foundation. Wipe your face with that Kleenex or whatever he had in his hand, and he wiped it, but he didn't wipe it hard, but and he held it up to the camera. And she said, "No, wipe it harder, harder." And he wiped harder and showed it, nigga. Just cause your face fucked up, he got pretty skin. You could tell he do facials and stuff because his face glow and it have oil to it and stuff. He don't come on there dry, and he look good. And you was hating. You was dry hating on that damn man. Wait a minute. She told him he had on Mac or some child. Child, do you hear me? She said he had on Mac or some child. And then I'm gonna tell you, she'll give you a comment, and then she compliment, and then she'll kick you in your booty. Well, this was she told Dragon, cause Dragon looked cute. She looked really, really pretty. Her hair was done. She had like a, long wig on with a like it come over one shoulder, and she had like a cap on, and her face was, it was beat, honey. Her face looked good, and she told Cap. Let me tell you what she told Dragon. She said, "You look pretty with your makeup on. You look good." And she said, "But you don't look homeless. You look like you had a car. You look like you had an apartment. You don't look like you ride a bike. Do you hear me? Do y'all hear me?" She told that woman that she didn't look homeless, and that she didn't ride no. She looked like she had a car. She didn't look like she was homeless uh and had a bike, girl. And I would have cussed her ass out and then dropped her. But Dragon just let it go over her head, y'all. And I said, "A goddamn nerve of her. The fucking nerve of her. I don't know why y'all let her ass up there on them panels when y'all have motherfucking content. Okay? I don't get it." Let me speak to some more people, y'all. Yeah, you look pretty, but you don't look like you homeless. You don't look like you got no apartment. You don't look like you got no car. Sure. Hey, the fat Kevin Samuel. I say the nerve of that donkey. Whew. Hey, Kayla. Yeah, the nerve of her. Let me see. What is it? Hey, the wait a minute. Hey, the what is it? AD. Wait a minute. Detached myself. I'm gonna say, what the hell is that? Hey, Octavia. Hey, 3,000 degrees. Ooh, that's hot, child. Y'all hear me? That's hot. Hey, Daquan. Yeah, she said, "You didn't look homeless. You look like you got a car. You look like you got an apartment. Your makeup look good." I was saying, this bitch done lost her man. I would have cussed that hoe out. Looney Tunes, I would have cussed that hoe out. You hear me? I would have gave him a lip sync show up there. Hey, Coco. That bitch crazy. Hey, dropping the T. Yeah. Hey, Alana. Hey, Alana Spears. Shy. Hey, Roan Shaker. Roan Shaker just did. She did a couple of lives this morning. Her lives been good. Her and Coolin are into it again. I don't know the whole gist of it, but I do know Coolin do mess with Room Shaker. Now I have seen that with my own eyes, and Room Shaker be telling her to leave me the hell alone. Okay, but they've been into it back and forth for a long time. It is what it is. Hope it don't go no further. Okay, yeah, they. I don't know what happened, but I have been around and seen them into it. And Room Shaker say, you know I don't fuck with you. You know, leave me alone. She be talking to her like that. Hey, Blessed, how you doing, child? Hey, Tiz Bonnie, Empire. Uh, but yeah, Dragon did the best she could on her little show. You know, because like I said, a lot of people saying that it was going to be a bomb. And I'm going to tell you something else that happened. Now, I don't know how this popped off, but see, uh, Pizarro and Bree, they were supposed to be the judges, but something happened and they pulled out. And I really hated that because she was really happy that no, that she invited Ness to be a judge. That's what happened. Because Ness was over there at Lemons one night, and you know, they was talking about the contest. You know, Dragon and Lemon and Ness, and Ness say, "Well, you didn't ask me to be no judge." And the next thing you know, the next day, then here go Dragon want her to be a judge, and it went haywire. And then to save the show, because when Brianna and Pisa pulled out, then Ness decided she didn't want to be a judge anymore, and then she got you. It was a mess, and King Roman to the rescue. Okay, and he, you know, it was messed up. It was messed up to me, but they, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, King Roman did come through for us. Thank you, and he did a good job. You know, being her host because he was helping her through issues. Like she made him managing mod, and he was able to drop down people and pull them up and do whatever managing mods do. Because she couldn't do it all by herself, you know. And she don't really go live a whole lot. I don't know why, because she have a lot of good ideas, and this is the first time she followed through on one. You know, she have ideas. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And when she decided to have that lip sync contest, a lot of people saying she ain't gonna do shit. She gonna run off with the money. She gonna, you know, they were saying all kind of stuff. And the girl kept saying, "I got my $200," because she would say taking $200 her own money to give to the pot. And she kept saying, "I got the $200. I just trying to get more, you know." And maybe next time the people, since she did do what she said she was gonna do with the prize money, maybe next time she'll get more support. Well, hell, about having them 900 people in your chat, that was enough. But, you know, it is what it is. Let me see if anything else happened. Well, after, you know, when they did the announcement for the winner, then they turned into a drag fest. And, you know, and King Roman News, he left it because everybody was supposed to be going to his live because Lemon said they was coming over there. And Dragon said, "No, we're going to King Roman News." But King Roman News had already been live that day, and he said, "I am not going live." And see, Lemon was already live, so I went back over there, but I don't know if anybody else did go live. I don't know. But I just wanted to go over there and see how Lemon was acting, and he was upset with Dragon. But they'll work it out. You know how these people do on YouTube. They hate each other. Then you come on the next day, and they back friends. You know, it is what it is. Uh, And like I said, Drunk Week and Lemon did get into it, and he was calling, you know, Meek was saying he had her fucked up, and he was telling her she had him fucked up, and Meek was saying, "I just wanted to sing, goddamn it, y'all done got me off track and this and that," and she never did sing. Okay, now I'm that's enough for the contest, child. I like to see the aftermath of the, you know, when they had a contest, because there's always something going on. But on this one, child, the part they was dragging while the damn contest was going on. And like before the she Dragon stopped the live, uh Ness had looked down in the chat and she said, Dabney, you got a mod stick? So I guess he's a mod uh for Dragon, but it shouldn't matter who mod for who, but some people make a big deal out of it. And I guess that Dabner and Ness not cool anymore. And so I guess he taking his support over to Dragon. Now they say allegedly Dabner do support a lot, like financially. It's different people that do support these channels, which I don't see nothing wrong with him being her support. Financially. And then before she let off, uh, she said that Lemon had hit her link, like they had put him down. That he had hit her like the link to get up, which she didn't let him up 15 times. Child. Lemon, now that was too many times. And she said that nobody asked you to be a judge. Uh, you wouldn't let her. She said you wouldn't let her come anywhere near your contest. And she said, that's cool, but you don't, you didn't let her come to your contest. So why would you come to her contest? She said you was an energy vampire. And she said you tried to embarrass her and you tried to disrupt her contest. And she said that you showed her that you didn't give a fuck. And you said that she said you didn't talk to her about nothing. You didn't ask her nothing. You just came up there and wanted to be a judge. She didn't say she didn't talk to you about no before party or after party. She said that wasn't gonna help her anyway. She said you was a hater and you showed your ass. And she said you were living in a bottle day and night, Lemon. She said she didn't expect that out of you. And what made you think that what made you think that that you could do that, on her contest? And she said, and you didn't talk to King News because she asked King News, did you know he was supposed to be a judge? Did you ask him to be a judge? And King Roman clearly said no. I'm through with that now. All right, now I'm going to Lolo, child. Lolo and Lemon is, I think their friendship is fractured right now. They don't like each other. Uh, I'm just gonna say what I see. Lemon do try to control. I'm just being honest. He try to control Lolo about who she could, talk to, who not to talk to, all that kind of bullshit. And then he have people on his panel that Lolo have been into it with before, and they have had conversations about when I'm on the panel, don't let them up here. But when them get to drinking and hitting that damn button for people to come up, he let anybody up. And that's just the way it is. And there's some people that she don't like, he do let up there. And, they say little slash shit to her or just cuss her out. And I would have been in my feelings a long time ago. With these shows that have a co-host, they got to be on the same level, of respect. If I respect you when you come to my channel and I don't let nobody F with you, when I come to your channel, should not nobody be able to F with me, period. If you don't talk right to me, don't say nothing to me. Especially being a co-host, you expect to be there so many nights a week. But everybody do theirs different. But I have not liked how Lolo have been treated at Lemons since she first started going over there. I've seen her get disrespected to the highest level. But that's their relationship. Now, this last time, I'm trying to let me get my note. Now she said that she's not gonna go to Vegas. They got into it, and he was gonna tell her who she could be hang around with in Vegas and who she can't. And I've heard him say that to her on his live. No, you're not gonna meet such and such, Lady Snoop. Or no, she's not gonna meet you. But I don't think a person. I'm grown. You ain't got no right to tell me who I can meet in those damn Vegas. If I want to meet somebody, I want to meet somebody. You know. But they got a effed up relationship. Um, and then another thing that came out because they had like Lolo drugged the hell out of Lemon. She drugged the shit out of Lemon. And Lemon wasn't going at her as hard, but he upset her for things in the past. And that shit builds up. And I think the shit built up with Lolo. And she drugged him. Uh, he called Lolo and Sassy because they were trying to talk it out. And they kind of got on a good road before it got bad. But they was up there just having a conversation and trying to figure things out. And Lemon come out of nowhere and called them uh, dick sucking bitches. And Lolo Sassy was saying, what? Because it was guys up there too on the panel. And the only two ladies up there was Sassy and Lolo. And he called them two dick sucking bitches. And then it went from there, and Sassy, got into it with Lemon, and Lolo got into it with Lemon. And of course, Lemon left and went and started another live up. And it was just a drag fest. Lemon was dragging, and she was dragging. It was a damn mess. You know. They was just throwing stuff out, and Vic got up there. Vic gonna get up there and get him a little bit. And he got up there and he said that Lemon cussed Lolo out and was mad at Lolo because King Roman News had got 1,000 in his chat. And King Roman News do that. He gets 1,000. It's some people over here like Pizarro used to get 1,000 every night. VS get 1,000. 5-8. So when there's some hot shit going on over there, King Roman News get that 1,000. And I don't know what the problem is. And they was also letting them know that he have a lot of smoke for the women. Like the men, like King Roman News, Rick Reed, Vic, Shaquille. He don't be as hard on them as he do the women. Like if you mess up with Lemon, if you a woman, he gonna talk that shit. But if you a man, he don't talk that shit. And that's just the truth. They was calling him an alcoholic, which we all know Lemon like to drink. And him and Goosey got into it. They were talking about each other's mothers. In some kind of way, Lemon got into it with Themia So, and he was telling her she needed some bleaching cream, and then she was a black snake bitch, and it was just a mess. But Theo is used to that, and like I said, this time she didn't do all that getting hysterical and stuff when Lemon was talking about her skin tone and this and that. Miss Theo, I was really proud of you because you usually handle it totally different, but this time you handled it like a champ. Now you did go back at him, and that's what you need to do. And don't even bring the color stuff up because that's the first thing people gonna do because we know it's gonna get under your skin. So to me, you did good, and I will say that. Okay, now Bree, she got struck like her and this man named Restro or Remix or what that nigga name. He one of them Umar people. And you know I don't fool with them. It's just I don't. Uh and Bree, some kind of way they was like talking to each other, like I guess trying to date or whatever. You know, I guess she wanted her YouTube boyfriend. Like Pizarro got that restaurant guy. And so Remix, that's his name. And this guy Remix, he's been over here for a while. He don't have that many subscribers. Cause I looked at his channel since he been into it with Bree. I don't get it. And with this guy, he was supposed to been in the contest they had for the love of Bree. Bree pulled out and she called them and said, I'm not going to do your contest because I heard that he is a woman abuser. Well, hell, I ain't thought no more about it. I didn't think her and that man was talking anymore. But hell, that's been like a year and a half ago or two. This girl been talking to that nigga all this time. And she didn't do whatever he wanted her to do. He been recording her. And the recordings he put out, I Bree, you as ignorant as hell. Now, how you get caught slipping like that? Now, you say you weren't going to be around him because he an abuser. And then turn around, you've been talking to that man ever since that. That man said he had butt naked pictures of you in the shower. I hope you didn't do that. He been hitting panels on you, you know, playing some goddamn fucked up recordings. Because if you call yourself liking me, why would you be recording me and playing for these some bitches on here? See, I don't fool with none of these people. I told y'all before, I don't fool with none of these people. I don't call none of these people. I don't be on no damn emailing back and forth. I ain't texting nobody. I don't trust none of these folks because I see what happened. And then being backstage doing the shit like Brianna was doing on the phone. This nigga calling you 7 times and you don't answer the phone. He get pissed off. Him telling you what to do on your motherfucking live, who to have up on your goddamn panel and who not. That's Brianna. You been here too long for that. But Bree, your big ass has always been man hungry. You have always had them scallywags that we ain't never seen before in our life over there on your panel, sitting up there on your panel. They sit up there till they get tired. Then that crew will go out and here come another crew. We done seen it for years, but I didn't know your ass was on the phone with these niggas. You got a man at your house. Now you say Mr. Petterville, that man that got them kids that you been loving all your life. Why do you need these niggas on the internet to talk on the phone to you? You got your hands full taking care of that man that you got in your house and his kids. You got a job. You have to cook, I'm sure, for your man and his kids. You got to clean up. You got to wash clothes. And you still want to be cadoodling with these. And the niggas ain't got no money. That nigga, you was giving him money. You gave him $30. The fuck I would. He would have been paying me. If I'm going to take my time and talk to him and I got a nigga that I'm laying up in the bed with that I could touch. Ain't no way no. I be emailing and texting a nigga and I ain't getting nothing out of it. And ain't no nigga gonna tell me what the fuck to do on my channel. You, girl, you could tell you ain't been exposed to the real world to men. Cause we could tell you stuck on that one that's got all them babies. They been having all them babies on you. When y'all break up, you sit up in that house and don't have no other nigga. You might have one every once in a while, but like that one sitting up under you and doing things with, nope. You'll accept that kind of bullshit that nigga was talking to you on them recordings. Because that bitch would have been gone. But you starving for attention. You starving for attention, male attention. You could tell you ain't used to that. You know. And I promise I'll do it. And this and bitch, please. And I called you 7 times. I called you 8 times. You ain't got back with cause I don't want to, bitch. I was busy. And why his ass ain't got no goddamn job? Cause they say he ain't got shit. But his black ass. And now he talking about you like a dog. VS said she was gonna pay for the picture. And that nigga done hit everybody link that'll let him. But when you play with dogs, they'll lick you in your mouth. See, that's why I don't play with dogs. Fuck that shit. And now your channel gone. Y'all know she lost her channel. And see, she had got struck, and I think she got struck by him. And when she went live, she said that I'm gonna put my channel up because she had 2 strikes. Well, as soon as she put it up, they took that channel. Cause O'Brien, he come through and struck her again. And don't tell how many people had struck her. Because you know when you a content creator, somebody cuss, you gonna say something that somebody don't like, or have somebody on your panel that somebody don't like, and they gonna strike your ass any goddamn chance they get. And the main one they've been using is the bullying, like the harassment and bullying one. They say that one kind of go through quicker. It go through fast. And if you, like 3 people hit you for harassment and bullying, somebody gonna hit. And as we know, they have strike teams. See, somebody else, she might have got 6 or 7 strikes. We don't know. People had asked Brian, will you take that strike off of her? Because they say it's a way to take it off where she can get her channel back. Brian said, hell no, I'd be damned. And couldn't find out him and Brianna had said something to Brian a while ago that he didn't appreciate. And he stayed up there and lurking around. And he finally got her. And see, that was her 3rd strike. You can't get 3 in 90 days. You know, it'd be 90 days for once. They say how to fall off. You know, but she got hers too fast. You know, and it is what it is. And she's you know, that was a kick in the butt on her because see, that was her first channel. And see, she's been a content creator for a long time. And I know that have to hurt. Because see, you lose your monetization, you lose your memberships, and then you have, well, she can start that bag up channel up, and she probably can get her I don't know if she monetized on it or not, but I know that's was a low blow on her because, like I said, her and that man was into it, and then Brian come through and wiped her ass out, and that to me that's just the beef sector, you know. Maybe she'll get her channel back down the road because Pizarro got her channel back. You know, her channel been gone for years, and it popped back up one day. And Deanna Irvin, she got one of her channels back, like her first channel, and her channel had been gone, and it popped back up. I think Rick Reed said he had one, but it wasn't his main channel. But he had lost a channel and it popped back up. So they are doing something with the system, I think. But ain't no telling when they'll get to you, if they get to you. For them to get, you know, your channel is gone and it's gone for years and then it pop back up. So it's something they doing. I don't know what. But I know Pizarro happy to have her channel back. And maybe Bria will get hers back, but she ain't gonna get it back right now. Unless Brian go and take his strike off. Or maybe the other people that put the strikes on her. I don't know. Well, in all this process, uh, Nika and Bree, Nika and Pizarro, they don't like it at all. It's a lot of people don't like that at all. But like I said, it's part of YouTube. I heard that Nika say she was leaving YouTube, you know, but I don't know. Uh, they don't just take your channel for nothing. They have guidelines on YouTube, and I believe they have to go. It's probably got something to do with the government and everything else. They got rules to be on these websites. And if you don't follow the rule, if you break the rule, when they look at it, if they see you did wrong, they can give you a strike. They don't just give them for nothing. It's a reason they gave it to you. And the strike that Brian put on her for that harassment and bullying, it went through. You really can't get mad at nobody. Alone, if Ness let them run their channel, she ought to, if they that damn dumb. Because Ness have been dirty to Dragon, and she have been dirty to Lolo. Because when they got back from Vegas, when Lolo started hanging around over there at Lemon, when they got back from Vegas, her and Intrinsic dogged the shit out of her. Dogged the hell out of Lolo. And Lemon sit there and let them do it. The only way that Ness and Intrinsic left Lolo alone was Diva. That's the only way they left Lolo alone. Is Diva tomboyish. She had hit Lemon Link one night and she told Intrinsic, if you don't leave Lolo alone, it's gonna be me and you. And she said they told Lolo, I'm giving you 2 weeks. You got to defend your motherfucking self. But I got you for 2 damn weeks. These bitches gonna leave you alone. And they left her alone forever, ever. You hear me? They started treating her nice. But she gave them 2 weeks. And she, gave Lolo, you need to get your shit together and start fighting back. It was ridiculous how they were doing Lolo. And Lemon sit there and let them do it. And it is what it is. But I really hate that. Well, I ain't gonna even say I hate that because people fall out. So I just watch the shit. But if you gonna be hanging around over there at Lemons, he gonna cuss your ass out. I don't care how much he like you. Lemon have not cussed me out, but I don't be up there trying to tell Lemon what to do. Sometimes I'll say, Lemon, hey, that person don't mean you no good. But he have to find out for himself. You can warn a person, but as far as them doing anything about it, it's up to them. Lemon be acting drunk a lot of times, and he don't be drunk too. He see what these people doing, but he don't react to a lot of it. But see, I'm a person that I will react. Especially if I did that every night and had the kind of panel he have where anybody can come and like that. I'm too mean for that. I'd be sitting up there just like I'm here right now by myself. Because he let them people talk to him real crazy. And then they be right back on the panel. They can't never come back. I barred, I banned them. We done seen that shit 1,000 times, child. We done seen 1,000 times, child. But if he want to, that's how he run his channel, that's on him. He's younger, he can handle that. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I just couldn't. Like I said, it take everything I have in me to come on here. And I ain't been on here probably in 3 weeks. But he a bad baby. Because he was live yesterday He was live around the clock damn near. He would finish live. Next thing you know, he back up live again. Be live like an hour or maybe two. Stop that live. Then next thing you know, he was back live again. See, he's a younger man. He can do that. He ain't got no little kids or, you know, he ain't got no responsibility like that. That's why he can go on like that. And he been acting a damn fool. I hope he calmed down before Vegas because child, everybody done pulled out damn near. Lolo ain't gonna be with him. Sassy ain't gonna be with him. Talent ain't gonna be with him. The ghetto ain't gonna be with him. Now Ness supposedly going to Vegas, but she's not gonna be with him. I don't know who actually gonna be on the trip, but like to me, the biggest people are not going. But the way these people play on YouTube, they might all still gonna be going and getting together. I don't know, cause they run the hell out of plays over here in the B set. Now the B set didn't used to be like that, like plays all the time. Like play. It used to be like that, but it's like that now. And like I said, I think everything goddamn play until I find out it's for real. Until they put it right in front of my face, where I can believe it. But like I said, the B set used to be like that. So I don't know. Hey, Red Bird, how you doing, child? Red Birds when you see them, you supposed to get money. Now that works for my sister, my oldest sister, not my middle sister. When she see red birds, she get money. But when I see red birds, I don't get no money. It's just like I seen a red bird. And my middle sister, she say the same thing. When she see a red bird, she just see one like me. I mean, we don't get no money. But my next to the oldest sister do. Okay. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Shakila. How you doing, child? Lady Devils, how you doing? You been bad. You don't know how to do nothing but be bad. Don't say that right, Lady Devils. Okay. And Goosey, he have a lot to do with a lot of shit that's going on with Lemon. Goosey always have kept up shit. He just more active this time. But we'll look up and he'll be gone. So I think he got a little while left before he thinking about leaving. He ain't thinking about leaving right now. He having too much fun. And what he do before he leave, you'll hear him say it more often. Like, I'm gonna be out of here. I'm getting ready to leave, And then you would say, "No, you ain't going nowhere. No, you think I'm playing? I'm gonna leave here." And then like the next thing you know, he just gone. So I'm looking. Like I said, he's not gonna leave right now because he having too much fun. I'm gonna just keep listening to see what how he talk, and I'll know when he's gonna leave because I done seen him do it too many times. And I've been keeping my distance from him because I know how the Goosey is. Me and him will get into it. But I'm gonna go back and hit his panel one night and just holler at him, or either hit Lemon's panel because I haven't really had very much to say to him, and I want to holler at him. Let me see. And KRN, he been dragging Lemon, and of course Shakim. And Lemon and King Romanu, to me, they shouldn't even be arguing. But if it's gonna give us content, I like to see the guys into it because it used to be the men over here didn't really fight. So I'm seeing more. I'm enjoying the guys being into it instead of the women all the time, or either they get into it with women. I'm glad to see the men go head up. and I want more of that. Now, Lemon the other night, he come up and said something that he had been holding on to a long time. And he said when he released the information, it wouldn't look good on him and it wouldn't look good on the other person. Well, the other person happened to be Ness. He said, okay, Bree had got struck. And I think this was like the first strike she got. That's what I'm thinking. Well, kind of find out Ness struck Bree because Lemon had got struck. That's what she said now. Told Lemon, he said that's what he said she said. That she struck Bree because Bree struck Lemon. Lemon said he didn't strike Bree. I don't know. I can't believe nobody. Well, when he struck Lemon, when Lemon got struck, they used Lemon Mama name. Like it was Lemon Mama account. But Lemon, you run your damn mouth too much. That's how they found out that your account is in your name because you run your goddamn mouth too much. Because I was sitting up there one night and you said it on the live that your new, because you lost your channel and you said that this channel you got now, you got it in your mama name. Now you said that. And then I don't know how they found out your mama name. I don't know if they doxed you or whatever the hell they did. Or either you told them your mama name. I don't know. But whoever it is made an account in his mama name and struck Lemon and Bree with Lemon mama name. Well, Lemon had never said nothing to the other night to the public. But what I cannot damn figure out, Lemon, why the fuck you didn't say something to Bree? And y'all figure shit out. Who the fuck is using your mama name to strike a goddamn anybody? They struck it using your mama name on you. They struck it using your mama name on Bree. Why would you cover for Ness? That's what I can't figure out. You know the reason that you did? Because you like Ness a whole lot. That you let her get away with that bullshit. Soon as you found out that using your mama name to strike you, you should have let YouTube know immediately. And then, like when you called Bree and y'all talked about her strike, and your mama name was on her strike, y'all could have got together and raised some hell around here. But you remain quiet. And see, I don't like people like that. That's why I don't fuck with none of you motherfuckers on here. Because don't none of you motherfuckers like each other. It's all an act. Okay? Because you will use my goddamn mama name on any motherfucking thing on here. I'm going to have a goddamn problem. And it's going to be YouTube goddamn. It's going to be their goddamn issue to figure that shit out. Why y'all letting them get away with this bullshit again? Why y'all letting this book? Why I'm getting struck on my mama goddamn name? That bullshit could have got straightened out in December. Or you go say that bullshit on February the 1st? That's some bullshit. That's the biggest bullshit I ever heard in my life. Okay. I would have had a problem with that bitch. Okay. I don't have a problem with that bitch. And if Shaquem was in it, I would have had a problem with him. And if any other of them Umar people was in it, I would have had a problem with them. You two would have had to fix that shit. Oh, that's crazy. But you supposed to be cool with Bree. And then you say the Ness didn't have no excuse to give you. It ain't no motherfucking excuse to give you because that is wrong. But your look, How you gonna let her get away with striking you with your mama name and your account in your goddamn mama name? That's the KC. I mean DC. Kool-Aid. That's the craziest. How you gonna go along with some shit? I ain't gonna do this. Hey, OG Beauty. Lady Dimples, I ain't going along with this. He can't make me understand why he would go with that. Hey, Dovey. Dovey. Girl, you better be careful, they say. Dovey. Hey, Dovey. You better be careful, they say. They have to get you, girl. They talking about, what I heard. I tell you, just tread lightly, Dovey. I'm trying to whisper so everybody don't be in your business. But they talking about putting papers on you, Dovey. I don't know if you heard that. But whatever you're doing, bag up a little bit. Okay? Hey, the missing piece, Dovey. Bag up a little bit. I ain't telling you to get off the head or whatever you're doing. But whatever it is, if it get turned legal, you don't need to be doing that shit, okay? Hey, Hustle Kelly. I ain't telling you not to drag, girl. I ain't trying to tell you how to run your business, girl. I'm just saying what I heard out here in the streets, girl. And I don't know if you heard it, girl. Okay? But don't say I didn't tell you, child. Hey, the Teddy Pendergrass. Petty, not Teddy. But yeah, I heard that, girl. I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm just letting you know. I'm cool with everybody involved though. Hey, Full Bull. Hey, Full Bull. Did you let us see your house today? Is you that Full Bull over there at China? Hey, Rare Treasure girl. They thinking about having a popsicle contest over there in about 3 seconds. When it comes in concrete, they gonna have it. I know you can win that motherfucker, girl. Don't say what you could do with a popsicle, but I know, I done seen it. But Tony, you need to get in there. You need to get that money, because I know you can get it. But Rare Treasure, if it get up to 1,000 and you win, will you break me off 100 for telling you about it? Hey, Big Red Diva. You hear me, Rare Treasure? They having a popsicle contest. Who can suck it? You know, the sex kind of stuff I'm talking about. Not that shit that Crystal be doing. I'm talking about how you do it. Okay? I know you can win. I know you can win. Okay? Yeah, break me off 100 if you get if I get up to 1,000. Break me off 100, girl. For telling you about it. As soon as I find out the date, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, Mather, how you doing? Girl, they having on them popsicle contest. And you the first person that popped in my mind. I said, oh, there goes Hustle Me some money. Hey, Bappin. Hey, Simone. Let me see what y'all saying. This snake, your snake, she snakes all up, and you know what? She's so ignorant. When Dragon was having a contest, I knew she was gonna do it. Dropped her cash out. Now what? Why you got to drop your cash out for Dragon shit? They didn't ask you to come over there. You came over there because you wanted to. You came over there because you wanted to sit up there and drag folks. And when people get up there to drag your ass, see there, I'm just over here. I ain't but you was bothering all kind of people because you do it all the time. Like when you was on Lemon Panel, you was dragging everybody. But y'all, let me tell you the funniest shit. When her and Lemon made up, the last time, it didn't work but a couple of days. But they was up there talking, and somebody asked her, Lemon, it was something about Ness looks. I don't know if Ness asked or whoever asked. And Lemon told Ness, he said, "Now we just made up, but I don't want you to get. I don't want to get up into it with you, because she want to know how she looked." And he told her that she looked like. Let me get it. I want to tell y'all exactly what that fool said. Oh, child, I'm like, oh my God. What was it? Let me find it. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I was getting ready to get to the limit, but I'm talking about so much other stuff, y'all. This is so funny. Wait a minute. What he said to her. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh my God, here we go. I got so many notes, y'all. Oh, I got so many notes. I want to make sure I get it. See it right. Because him and her, Lemon was so happy that they was back cool. Because Lemon really liked Ness. But Ness don't like Lemon. But he don't see that. He said that she looked like a zombie. A zombie from Thriller. And he said, when you spin around in that chair, and when he seen her, then she looked like a zombie. And I hollered, do you hear me? And I believe that what broke the broom. Because, see, him and us, they had some more words after that. And that's when it went live on top of Lemon. Oh, Lord. He said she looked like a zombie, y'all. That fool told that girl that his fight. He said, now we just made up. And I know we go, oh, we probably gonna fall out again. She said, yeah, what did you think when you seen me the next day? When we walk up, what did you think? And he said, well, if I do say this, I know you probably gonna get mad at me. She said, no, I ain't coming to tell. And he said, you look like a zombie, one of them zombies from Michael Jackson Thriller. You look like a zombie. Hold on. Ooh. Well, he been saying that a long time. Hey, Castro. Ooh, John. I hollered. Hey, been there. Okay. Ass playing each. They playing in each other's face. Flip floppers, yep. False storyline, false friend, faking friends. Yep. Mm-mm. I'm trying to read some of these. Hey, Tails. I'm trying to read some of these. Comment. Hey, amazingly beautiful. Yeah, I like all the content creators just about. Even Ness, sometimes I like her, but hardly ever. Hardly ever. Hey, Sophia. But I just wonder. But Lemon say he got plans and stuff for us to watch, from Vegas and stuff. I don't know. And another thing I'm gonna tell you guys, Her and Lola that night they got into it really bad and they were dragging each other. She got footage from Vegas that she have never shown before. Cause Ness and Trizzy were bullying her about showing. I don't know what the hell them hoes were saying, but I don't think that they should have been able to tell her what to do with her own videos. They wouldn't have been able to tell me shit. I'll strike you and this and that. Bitch, please. You always running. Yeah, they run play. Yep. Well, honey, Goosey get a lot of shit going. And he keep on saying the same thing over and over and over. And then he'll have you dragging each other for nothing. Yeah, he keep a lot of shit going. Every time he come back, he get a lot of shit going, then he'll leave. And sometimes he'll stay a long time. But I don't know how come he don't go back to the black sector. What? Amazing and beautiful, and they're still getting like going live in her car. She don't want nobody knowing where she live. Child, they know where she live, cause you remember, like she left that pimp house and got that apartment, okay? And she got doxxed and they found out where she lived. And then she moved. This her second time moving. And it's not far from the apartments that she left. It's still in that area. So they know where she live. I don't care where she live. But she don't they don't this where she live in is a building like that other one she lived in, an old motel, like an old Motel 6. And they make them into apartments. That's what she got. That's what she live in. She live in the same kind of place. It's just a little step up. That's all it is. Ness ain't got shit. She act like she do. She say she's working corporate. She don't. She's working in a regular old call center. That's all she doing. She ain't never worked much in her life. Like when she lived in Florida, I never did know her work. All she did was walk the street and get high. She glad to have a roof over her head. When she moved to Seattle, that was the best thing that she could have done. She got on her feet a little bit in Seattle. But she ain't got nothing. She really don't. She lucky to have a car. And she lucky to have her own place. She ain't never had nothing. The beef sector know. These new people don't know. Yeah, the new people don't know. But the people that been here, we know she was living outside. And y'all, she would sit out there outside in her mama house, outside in the dark, and there'd be so many bugs flying around. All them stench cords up over her head. Just a mess. Just a mess. Let me get back in my notes, child. I had to plug my computer up while my battery was going down. And I don't want it to just cut off. Let me see who I'm going to next. Okay, now I'm going to Lemon. Now, the other night I seen Dimples on the panel, but she didn't get to stay up there very long. And Lemon, he drug Ness and Bree. And he talked about how Rodney cried over the mod stick. And that's old. And he said that Uppity was ugly, which we know that. They need to quit telling her she pretty. That's what they need to quit doing, telling her damn lie. He talked about Stephen. He wanted to know why come he all up Ness ass, and she had uninvited him to Nesscation. Some of them people like Ness. They like being lap dog. And Lemon was saying the other night, because people had started calling his mama, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But he said he tired. His mama is tired of people calling her. And he was mad because he said he got kicked off a Dragon panel. And you could hear Lemon Mama say in the background, because you hardly ever hear his mother say anything, but she told him he needed to clean up around here. And he went on mute. And this is the night of Dragons contest. And this when he went live when he got put off her panel, then he went live. And Meek came over there too, and she said, Lemon, I don't know why you cussed me out. You cussed me out for nothing over there in front of them folks. You were showing out. And she said he pretend to be drunk and he know what he be doing, and he got mad and he cussed her and he kicked off the panel. And he said he kicked off the panel because she disrespected him. And then he kept yelling to go get your son. And that night, that's the same night when it didn't work out over at the contest. And Rick Reed was in the track trolling the hell out of Lemon. He left Dragons that came over to Lemon, because he was nosy. And he was trolling the hell out of Lemon. And Lemon hit the panel, the MF and all that kind of stuff. But Rick, I knew he wasn't going to hit the panel because he had been in the bed before he came over there on Dragon Contest. And he just run through on Lemon and trolled him a little bit. And he left. And then Lemon, I'm going to tell you, you did this the other night. And you need to stop before you create a problem for your mom. You are telling your mama personal business. You were talking about back when she was in high school. You said that her mother died when she was when your mom was like a senior, 17 years old. Your mama was pregnant. You went through all that bullshit. Don't be telling your mama goddamn business, because when people throw that shit up to you, you're gonna have a fucking heart attack. And you are dead wrong for doing that. Don't be telling your mama business. You talk about how she would have to fight and all that kind of shit. And then you brought your black ass back on there after this live I'm talking about and was saying some more shit about your mama. Lemon, you dead wrong. You are talking about personal business that you do not need to be discussing on your mama. Now, if you want to talk about your motherfucking business when you was in motherfucking high school, do it. But you are fucked up wrong for telling your mama goddamn business. We shouldn't know nothing about her when she was 17 years old. That is not our motherfucking business. And your mama, you said your bedroom wall hits her bedroom wall. And you know she could hear what you be saying. And you are being unfair to your mother by talking about her motherfucking business from when she was a young girl. That was before your time. You wasn't even thought about then. And I be damned, you are doing wrong, buddy. And I don't know what else you said about your mama, but you telling your mama motherfucking business on YouTube. I heard it with my own motherfucking ears. You did it 2 nights in a motherfucking row. 2 nights in a goddamn row. And I don't think that's cool. Because you know how these motherfuckers on their ear. I shouldn't know nothing about her having to fight and I'm getting kicked out of school and got to come back and pregnant and I should never know nothing like that. Never. That ain't our business. And another thing, you wasn't even thought about. You wasn't you was just a sperm that hadn't even hit the egg in your mama. You wasn't in the equation. Now I don't know how many kids she had before you, but she was pregnant with one of them. And that was years ago. We shouldn't know nothing about that. And you was gonna go further, but somebody stopped you. I can't think of who stopped you. But you're giving YouTube more bullets to shoot at your mama. I shouldn't even know y'all bedroom walls connect. You let us know that. And therefore, I know your mama can hear you when you be talking. Now you think she feels laying up there in her goddamn bed. And you up in there talking about her business. Or when she was 17 years old and pregnant and fighting. And her mama died during that time. And other things personal that she's been through in her life. And stuff that she have had to go through with you. We shouldn't know that. We shouldn't know nothing about none of that. But they're going to throw it up in your face. Okay. But I made a note of that, and then I made a note that you give them more bullets. And of course, he been saying he can beat up everybody. Uh, Everybody want to beat him. Everybody want to hurt him. Uh, and he was going on and on that night. He was really drunk, and then he let out a rebel yell like "ah!" and he ended his life. But Lemon, you was off the chain, baby. You be off the chain. And then y'all start talking about that's when you and Lolo was into it. You were saying that she a liar. And I can't think of who said this shit about bikinis, like to go to Vegas. And you were saying that it's gonna be cold. Well, some of the motels have indoor pools. I don't know if she is gonna be in one. I don't give a fuck. But you said that Lolo, you insinuated that she was cheating. You said that you gave her like $250 for her flight. And you said that Sassy helped Lolo. And then Lolo told you that she had a plus one. Like it was some you said it was a subby that was in your chat that night was the subby that's supposed to meet her. Like her plus one. And everybody was looking in the chat trying to figure out who the fuck it was and all that kind of shit. I didn't even look because I don't give a damn. And the subby is supposed to be able to take care of his portion of the room and their food. He said that Lolo tax was expired. And he said, don't say he didn't warn you, Lolo, that you was like playing with fire with him. Lolo, he said you hurt him. And he said he don't F with you. And guess who hit Lemon Link? Tommy. Castro, I'm talking about your man, your ex, Castro, because you was in here a minute ago. And I know you know that Tommy went over there to Lemons. I know you know, because Jay Wilson told you too. I seen Jay Wilson when he told you about it. But Tommy was over there and he was talking about Castro. He did me wrong. You know, I loved him. Uh, he still send me money. Uh, he blamed Castro for everything, every problem they had in their relationship. He told them that Castro got a short, girthy dick. He said his daddy is a preacher and he loved his mother. He said Jesus was gonna get Castro. He said Shamir mama abused him. He said he trying to move on. He said I ain't got but one mama and I'm trying to move on. He said he blocked Castro on everything. He said but Castro could still send him some cash out. Now if you gonna block him on everything, block him on cash out too, nigga. Okay. So, I think that Tommy need to quit hitting panels and talking about Castro. And Castro need to stay away from Tommy because y'all know y'all got to go to court. Now, if y'all going to get back together, do it, but do wait till after court. Because people watching y'all like a hawk. And they going to send some stuff to that judge. I've been hearing that here in the beef sector, and I don't even be over here that much. I be in about 3 sectors. But I be rolling through these streets sometime in the clouds, and I heard him talking about Castro and Tommy business. But if Castro just stay away from him until after court at least, because you don't need to get in trouble. Because if y'all got a restraining order, you can't be around him, and he can't be around you. And I know that people told y'all that. They don't just put them orders on people and not tell them, hey, the rules of this restraining order. And I know y'all ain't supposed to be in contact with each other. So y'all need to settle down before both of y'all wind up in jail. And when he was talking about Castro short, girthy dick, Lim was saying, hey, and I was crying. Do you hear me? The Castro, that's all I got on you, child. Okay. And Lemon said that Bree and Remix had plotted against him, and it backfired on Bree because allegedly Remix struck her, and he put her business out here. He was playing records that the conversation they had on the phone, and then he was saying he seen her naked body. He seen her taking a shower, and he was talking about he didn't see no soap. Now I know Bree was taking a shower because Bree always back good smelling stuff. She used to, do lives talking about this is what I got, different kind of body sprays, body washes, and all that. So I don't believe that she took a shower and wasn't no soap because she buy that shit. She buys a lot of it, bed and body stuff and different stuff. Now I don't know if she still do those lives about the different colognes and different kind of smell goods, candles and stuff. So I know that I don't believe she took a shower with no soap. You can't make me believe that. But see, that's how a nigga do you. Okay? And on this live, he had called Theo a ugly black bitch. He also said that Theo was a insecure black bitch. He said that uh, Brianna's not no video vixen, and Theo wasn't either. And he said Theo was super black. And you talked about his mama. And he got on Bria pizza, and he said that pizza loves seeing her bestie get dragged, and her bestie is Brie. He said that Pizarro see her husband once a year, and ZX he kept trying to hit the link, and that was one of the times that he wouldn't let him up. Cause right now he lets him up, but he has certain days he don't let him up. And bitch, you blocked it, bitch, you bland, and all that kind of shit. That be just clowning, you know. Cause if I block you, you gonna be blocked. I ain't got time for you, and I don't even block people. But once I'm through with a person, I'm through with them. Okay. And Living went live one night, and he was like having a kind of like I got a dream speech, and he was said telling the B sector we ought to stick together, like the fight against Diva, that she runs over our sector, and we need to unite. And he said don't nobody want to stand with him. He done been doxxed and everything. His mama been called and all of that. And that everybody need to stick together and ban against, you know, Diva and other outsiders that come in the beef sector. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Y'all be letting all these folks come over here, and they been doing what they do. Y'all let them do. Anybody gonna make them folks do it what you want them to do? You start. Y'all welcome them. Y'all welcome Shakim and all the rest of them, and them other people from other places. I don't give a damn. I did my fucking part. And y'all didn't do a motherfucking thing but look at me like I was a goddamn fool. You just don't like him. It was the reason I didn't like him. It's because he's a crook, he a thief. He was gay and saying he was straight. He was bullying the gay guys over here and the gay women, calling them dick in the booty bitches and all that kind of stuff. And you was one of them all along. And I said you was one of them. And you called me and cussed me. You called me out on these different fucking panels and cussed me out like a dog, nigga. Y'all let that heathen that don't like the bath get away with all that bullshit. Now he yours. He Brianna, Pizarro, Lemon. Y'all take care of it. Lemon, the only way you quit fucking with him is he struck you over and over. That's the only way you quit fucking with him. Bree, it come out he struck your black ass. You took his mind, stick it in and say, no, I don't believe it, and gave it back to him. And now he calling you all kind of black neck, fat, funky bitches. Pizarro, I tried to talk to you a long time ago about it on your panel. And you said, the reason they letting us stay here because he a man. He a gay man that don't nobody want. He was talking against the gay men over here. But y'all loved him doing them fucked up concerts, paying him money and shit. That's y'all, baby. Y'all aborted. You get rid of that bitch. Because we could have got him out of here a long time ago. And I'm not happy. I tried. I tried everything I could. I ain't even Mo3 B sector, but they listen to me over the B sector. Them people over there in that Mo3 sector, believe me. Now he'll run through there every once in a while, but Shakim, let me tell you this, motherfucker. Now I shouldn't even give you this warning. I bet you better not go hit a Broadway link. I bet you better not drop down in his chat. He blocked you and said, "Don't you bring your black ass over there." But Tulsa, he did the same thing to you too. He blocked both of y'all the other night and said, "Don't bring y'all black asses back over there." Now that's on y'all. Okay. Huh. Huh. Can y'all hear me? Somebody put in. Can y'all hear me? I thought I got knocked out. I guess I'm gonna start back over. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. All right, thank you. I thought I got knocked out, child, because I looked up and another page that came up, and I had to put it down. I guess it was somebody live was going. You know how you put the upcoming one? Oh, I think somebody live it came up. Okay. Hey, Empress Janet Wonderland. Y'all, Shakim, I dare you to go over the byway. Now, Tulsa, you don't need to go over there because he blocked both of y'all, and you know, and he don't want y'all in his chat. He said y'all come in that chat, he gonna cuss y'all out. Now I'm glad for Shakim, but I ain't glad for Tulsa because I'm okay with Tulsa. Hey, the big beef sector eat nuts. What the hell? Lady Wu getting exposed soon. Her other daughter. Ooh, child. And that's good for her. I can't stand that hoe. She didn't raise her kids, and she always throwing up and throwing up. Yeah, I hope you die. That's how she be talking to me. Bitch, you got 7 years left to live, you old hoe. And I talk to her like a goddamn dog. Fuck Woo. Like I told her, babies die. Old people ain't the only one that damn die. Teenagers die. 30-year-olds die. And Amori, like she have a sister that passed. That's why your sister dead. Ain't none of us got no goddamn control of when our folks die. That's why I stay on that bitch head, because she ain't shit. She tried to run me over at Lemon. Like, he gonna pick up that hoe over me. I dare him. Hey, Stacks. That's why me and her, how we got into it. She came over here at the beach sector and tried to talk to me like a goddamn dog over there in Lemon. Ain't no bitch from nowhere. The people over the beach sector don't talk to me like a goddamn dog. And you think I'm gonna let a unfit whore talk about me like a goddamn dog? It's up and it's stuck and it's gonna stay stuck. Hey, hey, been there. Yeah. And she gonna try to lie about how we got into it. We got into it because she got in my motherfucking business. Hey, number one caller. Number one caller, you be called in on there, Robert King Robert. I like to hear you. Cause you don't give a damn. Ooh, child. I ain't got nowhere near to the vote 370. Let me hear you. Okay. And now talent, I like talent, but talent, you was dead wrong for telling this about you not coming to Vegas. You was dead wrong. You should have told them first. That's fucked up. Now y'all made all these wonderful plans of, lemonication. Be over there every night, but you gonna tell Nest to tell Lemon you ain't going on vacation. That is so damn wrong and stupid. That's bottom of the barrel, and I thought better of you, talent. That's a bottom of the barrel shit. But you hang around to be said. You've been over here for years, so you just like everybody else over here. You ain't shit, just like everybody else ain't shit over here. But I've been knowing you ain't shit. You know I told you that a long time ago. Because me and you got into it years ago. When I cussed your black ass out, I was the first person in the B set to cuss your ass out. So you know not to play with me like you be playing with the other motherfucker. And I like you, Talent, but that was wrong. Lemon had to find out through the grapevine. And you so know you was supposed to been gone until I think January the 1st or something like that. And I was seeing you in chats, but you would never go up over the lemons. And I was saying, what's going on? But you gonna tell this flap lip ass to tell Lemon you ain't going to lemonication. That's a kick in the ass. And you know, I understand, plans are made to be broken, but it would have been more courteous of you to go to him like a man and tell him. Don't get no bitch to tell him. Cause that was wrong shit. And then he didn't know for sure the bleeding is or not. And I understand that because I mean that's what wasn't really cool. They kind of got back together, but not together enough for him to relay a message like that, for her to relay a message to him. That was a kick in the face, Talent. But you try to act like you don't be doing shit and you be doing shit, Talent. Okay. But yeah, he was wanting us to unite against Diva. You the one went against Diva for Ghetto. You the one did that. And then the Ghetto showed you. He showed you the black ass to kiss. Lemon. Okay. And this went live on top of Lemon and drained his chat. Okay. Now Dovey and I think Saida, the hater, and Mad Max, they was into it. And I don't know what happened with them. I have no clue. And they say that Pizza had went on strike. Now I don't know, cause I was getting notifications from her. If not, I don't really get notifications from her, but I had started getting them, and I was getting like a couple. So I haven't had time to go to her lives and see what she been talking about. You know, I just haven't had time to go over there. Cause I told y'all my daughter came home like for a week, and then I got my new great grandbaby, and other things I've been doing. And when Talent was talking to Lemon finally about not going to Lemoncation, he was telling Lemon that it was like weirdos was gonna be going because Lemon was inviting everybody and their mom and their grandmama and their granddad. Because he was just inviting everybody to Vegas. And when he was doing that, I was saying he shouldn't do that because you got that core group that's going, but then you inviting their enemies. And see, that would have been a mess. I could see why some people pulled out. And Talent told him that he heard about a gun. And that was that white dude was saying he was gonna travel with his GUN, and he was gonna take a a train. And Envy made a live back when he found that white dude was going, and he said that he said that the guy was on probation, that he was gonna call the train station, and let them know he had the GUN and all of that. And when Dylan found out about that, then he told the guy he couldn't come. So as far as I know, that guy ain't coming. And Teller also told him, wait a minute. Oh, and he said it was too many issues with the Vegas trip. He also said he lost confidence in Lemon, in him handling this trip. And he told Lemon he need to cancel it for a later date. And Lemon said he wasn't canceling shit. And he said Lemon need to build some bridges because he done burned a lot of bridges, which he have. And then he was saying it was gonna be trash and all of that kind of stuff. But that's when he talked to him, what a couple of days ago. Goosey and ZX had got into it, which they've been bumping heads everywhere. To me, I think that that's like a fake beef. To me, it's a fake beef, completely fake. Okay, but that's my opinion. And one of them said something about a purple dildo. I can't remember if it was Goosey or if it was ZX. Maybe I have some more. Max and Big Dot got into it, and Big Dot is this new girl that she been around ever since like the first of the year. She was hitting panels that night, because she hit my head. Everywhere I went, she hit panels that night, and she finally landed at Lemons, and that's where she been hanging around. It is at Lemons, and y'all, he was supposed to meet up with her so they could do it, and he did not show. Yeah. Mhm. And Max was into it with Binary and Big Dot. And Max was telling Binary to eat a dog dick and to suck her dick. And she talked about how he had put a restraining order on Shaquem. He had a restraining order on Shaquem when they came to the B sector. And see, I can't understand that. That's why I'm fooling none of these folks. Now, if I don't put a restraining order on you, I wouldn't have nothing to do with you again. But Binary, he takes up for Shaquem. Like when different ones from the B set to get into it with Binary, with Shaquem, Binary got something to say. What you got? What you got to say? You ain't got nothing to say. That's the way I feel about it. And so that's what Max was telling him, nigga. You can't tell me nothing because you put a restraining order on him. And now y'all act like y'all buddies. And she also said he doxed her kids in his membership and that he deleted it. Now, I don't know what Shaquem did because Shaquem will do anything. And Binary said she was lying. And he said that Max had got beat in front of her kids. And he said they was in the back seat. And the way they came up again about Max when that girl beat her up is Pizza has showed it. Now that was the last live I was in a Pizza, and that was like 2 weeks ago, maybe. And Pizza showed it on her live, the fight that Max had where that girl beat her up, and she showed that a couple of times. And it was somebody on the panel that wanted it, and I can't remember who. And Pizza said that she was gonna throw that live away that she was showing Max get beat up on, because she said that if she didn't, that Max was gonna strike her. So she showed it a couple of times, and then she got rid of that live. Because one time, Pizza showed it a couple of years ago, and she got struck. Somebody from the Mo 3 sent it to Pizza. And Binary, he was saying that woman slammed you on the ground while your kids was in the car. Binary called Shakim a gangster. And I put in there, I shook my head. And I put on there, Binary takes up for Shakim, which he did, you know, and he's dragging up Max. He throws Shakim in there, called him a gangster. What kind of goddamn gangster walk the street selling booty? What kind of gangster uh suck dingaling? And Shakim, you remember I told you it was some videos out of you taking DICK up your booty. Rick Reed said he got them videos, nigga. And when I was in KRN live about a week ago, people was putting in his chat that they had sent him the video. I think everybody in the beef said they got it. They want it. I don't want it. I was just going on hearsay. And Rick Reed went back over and said what he seen you do. He said it was a big old nigga on your back tearing you up. And you had your legs down straight. And you was looking back at that man when he was doing that to you. And then come to find out, there was another video where the man was sitting in a chair. And you slid down on his thing with your butt. Now, is that a gangster? I guess that's what you call a top. What you was doing. I didn't think a top was that. But that is close as you're going to get to being a top, little bitch. Because you was all the way up bottom when you was laying on your belly with that big old man on top of you. Okay. Now, I ain't seen it. I'm listening to Rick Reed, but you said I told a lie when I was using it as my drag. But, bitch, it's all in over there at KRN's and his notes. Look at his note. They were saying they sent it to him. Everybody done seen it. They say it's all over Instagram. I ain't seen it now. Now, I've been knowing Rick Reed for years. I believe Rick Reed got what he saw and say he seen. I believe Rick Reed over you, Shaquille. You are a bottom. The only time you are a top is when you sit down on it. Sit down on it. You hear me? That's the only time you're a top, baby. Is when you sit down on it, boy. Shit. Noble, Goosey, and Sassy was into it. And y'all know Noble can't drag. But he tried his best, y'all. And the rooster was up. It was over in the late morning hours. That rooster was crowing like it do. And I was hollering. Do you hear me? And he say he engaged to be married to one of the ladies that he was in a poly relationship with. And the two ladies are I don't know, because the two ladies were supposed to be together. And then he jumped in. And now he's saying the two ladies is cousins or some shit like sound like some incest shit. I don't try to keep up with Noble what he's saying, because he be telling lies just like the rest of them. And then they was talking about how he was living in that basement, how all them dirty clothes was around and all of that. And they were saying it looked like a warehouse. And they was talking about how the place was, the ceiling was up there because it don't have the, the stuff they put on the ceiling where you have, instead of looking up at the unfinished roof, you have a ceiling. And he don't have that up there. It's just a big hole unfinished up at the top. And I know it's cold down there in that basement. And then he said he had a show coming out. It's in season 2. And he said it's on Tubi. But when they looked on Tubi, it was not on Tubi, but there was like a little short of it. So I don't know what the hell he doing. He was talking about his woman being sex scenes on it and all that kind of bullshit. And him and Sassy, because he was kind of dragging Sassy, but she wasn't there. But then when she got into the chat, she had come and say, "Hey, what we doing? You want to do some dragging? We can do that, but I thought we was better than that." And he was saying, "No, I'm sorry. Now I was just playing, and don't take it. I take it back and all that." And then he got to talking, and child, he called her a bitch, and it went from there. And then, of course, every time Noble see uh Tulsa see Noble into it with somebody, Tulsa gonna hit the link. And so Tulsa hit the link and start uh dragging Noble. And then Noble was telling her to go fuck her man. And she was asking him, did he want her and all that kind of shit. Child, I was hollering. And then they was also trying to doing all this dragging and shit that was going on. They tried to get Noble to have his woman to say hi because he said he was laying up there with his woman. And she was like laying up there next to him. And then later on in the conversation, he was laying up in the bed with his rooster, y'all. You hear me? His woman turned out to be Pete, that rooster child. And y'all, they had started doxing his lemon mama so bad. And I'm gonna tell you what happened was, I was over at Jay Wilson, and I had hit his panel in a long time. I hit his panel like once every 6 weeks or so, like that. Well, I hit his panel, and we really didn't get a chance to really talk. And Lemon hit the panel, and the pastor started saying, "Hey, no doxing in the chat. Don't be doxing." And then he was saying other things about doxing, and I couldn't see. I was looking at the chat and I couldn't see what he was talking about. And then I thought to look at the back chat. And child, when I looked back there, they was doxing the fuck out of Lemon. And I did screenshots. Because y'all know I fucked around to learn how to screenshot about a month ago. And I made a screenshot of it. Y'all want to hear what it say? What they were saying? Y'all want to hear what they were saying? Now, this was for the calling the mama thing. This how this shit got started. Back in the back chat. Y'all want to hear what I screenshotted? Hey, blame April. I guess y'all don't want to hear it, so I just keep speaking and then I go to the next subject. Hey, Boogiefield. Hey, Vibrant. If y'all don't mind, hit the Cash App, please, and hit the like button. Hey, the kickback queen. Child, I thought I was a kickback queen. But y'all, I learned how to screenshot. Hey, she talked too much. And I screenshotted that child. I learned how to screenshot around when the purge was. Right before the purge, the last purge, I found how to screenshot. But they were doxing the hell out of Lemon in that back chat. And they was putting his address in the back chat. They was putting his mama name. They was putting it. They were going. That he better apologize for something that he had at 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm good. I'm behind in the chat. Thanks for asking. Right. Yeah, for you and your family. Thank you. But yeah, they were saying that he had to 3 o'clock to apologize. And if he did, that they were going to call his mama job. And all of that. And I was looking at the clock and said, "What time is it?" And then I think he got back after 3. And I was saying, damn. And then that's when it hit the damn, about an hour after that live, that's when Lemon went live. And he let me know that they been calling my mama. Well, yeah, I was up on that panel. I was saying, what? And there was several of them coming up there, doxing him and shit in that damn back chat. It was names, one of the names I think I seen before. But them other names, there was some made up names. But I was up there, I didn't say shit, you know. I was just sitting up there, I didn't say shit. I was saying, what? Shut your mouth. So I knew about that before it hit the YouTube street by being on the panel chat. Yeah, but I didn't say nothing. That was about a week ago. Okay. And on that live, Lemon drug Goosey, he drug Ghetto, he drug Rick Reed, and Bree. But it wasn't no hell of a drag, you know. He was just hitting on each one of them. He also said, but no nigga from no sector, they was that was in the streets, they ain't gonna pull up on him when he be out there in the street. He said he know how to throw his hands. And he said he'll knock their head off your shoulders. That's what he was saying, y'all. He said he was sick of Goosey. And he threatened to kick his ass. He apologized to KRN for dragging him. He called somebody a pot-bellied pig. I can't think of who it was. And he was crashing out. He was dragging Lolo, and he was saying that the things that she was saying to him was so hurtful. He said he wasn't going back to Pastels because you know he had started hanging around over there at Pastels a little bit, and that's where I seen that when I was looked at the backstage. Remember I told y'all about that because I'm going backwards now, and that he had been hanging around over at Pastels, and Pastels was coming to see, you know, his live at night, where they bumped heads after that. And then it came out that he was supposed to meet up with Big Dot, but he didn't meet up with her. And he called Brianna He said her numbers was good, but her interview was not good. I don't know who she interviewed. He called her a beach whale. He said that Pisa ain't got no job. She a lie, and she lie all the time. He ain't going. He said he an equal opportunity dragger. He said that Lady Snoop was a lesbo. And he called her Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I went by Teresa's, you know, I've been going through there. I've been missing her lives, but I go and look at the replay, and she's still dragging this. And he said that Ness don't want to go to. Teresa said that Ness don't want to go to limitation because Diva said she was gonna spit in her face. No, she said that Diva want her to spit in. She want Ness to spit in her face, like she said that she was gonna do sassy, like she said she was gonna do. And she said that she wanted Ness to spit in her face, so I guess Diva going to Vegas too. But Ness ain't going because she don't want to see Sassy. I believe. And then I put on her lemon and Ness fell out again. So that's when she was uninvited. And he said that she had crackish ways, which she do. And Talent was trying to get in the car, uh, Ness to go because he said that she could meet up with Nicole Reloaded. Ness don't want to meet no Nicole Reloaded. You know, she had them panic attacks and stuff. And then when Lemon and Ness got into it, she told him that she had screenshots, like when they was talking face to face on, I don't know if it's Instagram or Discord or whatever they be doing. Where he was showing her his teeth and all that kind of stuff, and she said she took screenshots of that. And he said he took screenshots too. He said, "Let's rock and roll, release it." And I was hollering. And Duchess and Tracy had got into it. And I don't know why they had got into it. I couldn't keep up with how, watch how each fight started and all of that. And Pizza and Binary had been into it. She would call him a paymaster. And then she was saying that the men was ganging up on Bree, like the Umar boys. Allegedly, a bunch of them was going at Bree. But that's what Bree get. Because you play with a dog, they'll lick you in the mouth. And you get just what you deserve. You welcome them Umar boys in. Get her, y'all, get her. They say them boys calling her all kind of big fat black bitches, black neck holes and stuff. You hear me? They say they talking about her like they're talking all kind of big bitches, big black neck bitches, big funky holes, all that kind of bullshit. And Peace have been out here swinging and saying that all the men been ganging up on Bree. I don't give a fuck. Y'all handle that. And then I made a note on here. This one when she got struck, that Brian struck her for bullying and harassing. And like I said, that bullying harassment, that they say them go through. A lot of those go through. Some of them don't, but a whole lot of people get strikes on that bullying and harassing. Because it depends on how you talk and what you say and stuff. And when Pizza played the fight of Max getting beat up, uh Bree called her a monkey looking bitch. And then she told Goosey to play it on his live too. I don't know if Goosey have, because I haven't been on his live. I'm gonna start going over there, see what he's talking about at night. But what I heard is that he do a lot of, he plays the lives that have been done in the daytime. So I don't know. But I do catch up on a lot of Mo3 lives like that. Uh there's certain content creators over there like TT, um, channel show sometime. It's different ones I know I can go to and catch up on the lives I missed. They'll play some parts of it and like that. And I think that's what Goosey do. Now, Talent and Pizza had a conversation about Vegas. And Jill Comfort Zone name came up. Now, is Jill Comfort Zone, is her and Talent supposed to be messing around? Do y'all know that? I I just was wondering because her name came up over there with Talent and Pizza about Vegas, and I was wondering if Talent and Jill's Comfort Zone if they got something going on. Because her name come out of nowhere. Hey, Metallica. And I just, you know, I'm puzzled on that. But I'll see. I wish he was in here. And y'all, this let me see. Let me make sure I got out. I ain't through with the B set yet. Let me get the KR ringing because I'm going slow. I've been over here almost 2.5 hours. Oh, wait a minute. And Ken drug Shakim over Sonny and over Nika. And he said he was gonna bully them niggas like the Umar boys. He said that y'all ain't beef sector. And he said if you effing with Nika and the different ladies over here in the beef sector, that he was gonna get y'all ass because y'all not beef sector. And y'all gonna leave these beef sector women alone. Okay? And that's what he said. Okay, now KRN. Now see, this is like it's 2 weeks of information, okay? Him and Lemon had fell out and he was dragging Lemon. And Lemon hit the link and Goosey hit the link. And they tried to talk it out. And around this time, YouTube cameras and Goosey had fell out, but I think they don't fell back in. They friends again. And YouTube cameras have started back hanging around over there. Lemons a little bit. And she said she wasn't never going back over there. But these people allowed her. And so I heard that her viewership had went down and she been complaining again. And I think that's why she hitting these links around here. So people will start coming back to her lives. And I put on here Goosey as a snake and he fake as a $3 bill. And Dovey and Max been into it. Why, I don't know. But Max said that she would get her mama for Dovey. Because she ain't going to fight no old woman. But she said her mama will kick Dovey ass. Now, Dovey, I know you ain't going to go for that shit. Because her mama ain't going to kick my ass, okay? And I know you ain't going to let her kick your ass. Pastor and Noble, they been into it a little bit. And he called Noble a scrub. And he said he couldn't have his number. He said he don't want Noble. That Noble smell like an ashtray. And he said when they went out to eat with Tracy and Noble and Pastor and Mark went out to eat, he said that Noble didn't break his wallet up a damn time. And that's Noble. Now you are ain't shit ass nigga. You didn't even offer to buy nothing. You could have paid for Tracy a drink and got your money back when y'all got home if you that damn broke. See, I don't like niggas like you. I shouldn't have to look at you or nothing. When we out, whatever I want, you pay for. Sorry ass bastard. And Stump Down. You old ragged ass coward ass hoe. Don't be telling me I'm a motherfucking lie and I'm lying on you. Jay Wilson said that you said that he asked his crowd for 16,000 goddamn dollars for a motherfucking generator. Now, if it's a goddamn lie, I got it from Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson said your ass told a lie. He said he didn't ask no goddamn body for no motherfucking generator. when that snow hit the ground and still laying out there. He said, you went and told a lie. Went live. Because I don't watch your retarded ass. Because I don't like cowards. And you are one. But don't be fucking with me out here in these streets because I don't fuck with you. Don't address me. Period. Unless you want to hit the motherfucking link. But don't sit in nobody motherfucking chat like Room Shaker chat and saying Paulette nothing. Miss Paulette nothing. Why don't you walk around? You such a big badass. Why don't, like you was trying to do Tracy, walking all through her apartment complex. Walk your ass up and down the street in front of Jay Wilson house. Bitch. You know where Jay Wilson live. Mr. Badass. Coward. Because you never did knock on Tracy's door. Because you know she would have hammered your brains out. You was just showing out for YouTube, bitch. Because Tracy would have kicked your coward ass. And I know I will kick your coward ass. You come up on me with your yellow motherfucking ass. Knock needed. Slew-footed ass. You do that, bitch. You walk up on me slew-footed because I know how you walk, bitch, because you showed yourself. I know how your body shape, bitch. I know what color you are. You walk your lurch ass looking ass up on me. Herman a monster looking bitch. Do it. Come up in here like you were doing walking around Tracy. You ain't got to be worried about the apartment now. I live in a house, bitch. A brick with an open garage hole. A big yard that's fenced in. Not a wooden. Not the wooden one. Come over here. Walk around up here like you did Tracy. You ain't got to knock on the door. All you gotta do is pull in the driveway. It's concrete. That's all you got to do. And turn that video on. I dare you, bitch. I bet you don't go walk around Pastor where he live at. I bet you don't go to the mall. Pastor be showing what stores he at. You said you were gonna spit on him. He be live telling you exactly where he at, bitch. I sit there and watch him. Oh, I'm getting ready to go in dealers. Oh, I'm going to walk into. I sit over there because I like to see Pastor shop. You ain't went over there time to spit on him. You ain't did nothing, Teresa. You ain't slapped her. You ain't spit on her. You ain't on her door called her a bitch. You ain't knocked on her door tell her come outside. You ain't sitting in that driveway and you ain't waiting in the parking lot for her. You didn't go to the pool and jump on her. But you so bad. Go over there and do what you got to do to Pastor. He said for you to come over there and spit on. You the one told her that like the generator cost $16,000. You said Pastor asked for that. And you over there fucking with me over there, Room Shaker. You retarded. And you a coward. You a punk ass coward. And a liar. And that's all I got for you. Because I started to go live when you said the shit. You wasn't worth it. And that's all I got for you, bitch. But I will be calling you. If you say something to me, I'm going to put in there you a coward ass bitch. That's going to be my reply with you. Okay? Because you have me blocked. Only time I can see you is when I'm on a goddamn panel. You another one of them cowards like Ness. Got everybody blocked. I don't block nobody, bitch. I ain't got nobody blocked, hoe. So let me see. Where the bitch lying there? Olivia drug Ness. She was over there at Pastor's, and I don't think she went live, but some kind of way Ness, I guess she heard Ness talking about her, and she came over there at the Pastor's, and honey, she hit that panel and she drove the hell out of Ness. Ooh, she drove the hell out of Ness. I like to hear Olivia drag. You get a good cussing, you get on her side, her bad side. Yeah, honey, Olivia told Ness ass up, and I loved every minute of it. She said that now I put on her. I love what hear Olivia say, bitch. She called Ness an obsessed, diseased, ridden, street walking bitch. She says she full of regret and bitterness on how she lived her life. And she said a whole bunch of other stuff. She called her, and she talked about Remix, that he was uneducated and broke when she heard the videos about when he was recording Bree. She heard more of it than I did. So she talked about that cussing because she was mad at Bree for letting that nigga dog her. And Castro hit the link, and he had been burning up coats. He did one of them. Is it waiting to exhale? No. But ever the one that Angela burned up her husband's clothes. Castro did that. He was burning up some of he was burning up some of Tommy shit, y'all, on the live. I missed it. And Ness said that Brian was gonna take Pastor Channel. And Ness called Brian a demon. And Brian hit the link. He said, hell, I ain't the only one striking. And he said, I didn't know Bree had all them strikes. And he don't give a fuck. And he also said that Bree, that you picked Restro, not Restro. What's his name? Remix. That you picked him, and you knew he was a woman beater, and he had charges for cocaine and for resisting arrest. And like I said, you did know how that man was because you told Lemon you didn't want to be in for the love of Bree because of that guy being a woman beater. And then you sitting up on the phone with him all this time, years later, and then he on video, on making lives, recording you, begging and shit. And Lemon and Pastor, they got kind of cool where they was hitting each other links, but they fell out again, y'all. And both of them say they ain't going back to each other's channel, which they will because they do it. They done fell out before. And Pastor, y'all, he is such a clown. He gets me. Well, somebody sent him some money, some cash out. And honey, he showed himself going to the cheesecake factory or whatever. And he ordered cheesecake and he was eating it like it was delicious. And he had them to put some of it up. And, he was just clowning out eating shit. I loved it. And Ro and Krista had got into it. And Ro said that Krista wasn't good for nothing but a, a dingaling rammed down her throat. And he told her to take his rod stick. And he said that she was ugly on ugly. And Pastor Lemon and Ness did a surprise attack on Pastor and they were dragging Lyric and asking him where, and then he was asking her where Spencer at. So I think this cat, I don't know if the cat died. I don't know if the cat's still alive. I don't know nothing about Spencer. But Pastor them was asking her where the fuck is Spencer at. And I was hollering. And Rick Reed, he went live and he was talking about the Bree situation. And he said that, that she was a sucker for love. Uh, and he said that's her problem. And he said that's what you get for being inviting them people over, them different guys, and they just use you, for numbers to get people to subscribe to them, which is the truth. And he said that Lemon and Ness and Bree, Pizza, they made them people relevant. They made them more than they was when they came over here. Cause I'm serious. Those Umar people, they didn't even have 1,000, y'all. And they've been content creators forever before they came over here to the beat sector. They didn't have no numbers. They would have like 30 people in their chats. I know, I looked. But they got over here and got some numbers. People start subscribing to them. People start sending them money and shit. And they are beside themselves. Get them money, 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 money. And the regular people that be over here, regular content creators ain't getting shit. And it is the way it is. And like I said, they made them dragons. They're going to have to fight them. I ain't studying that shit. I fought against Shakim. I told about the meetings that they had before they came to the beef sector. They said what they was going to do when they got here. And they did a damn good job of doing it. Okay? And I'm being that's as frank as I can be. I knew they was coming before they got here. They was doing lives talking about what they were going to do when they came to the beef sector. I told the beef sector. Now, I don't fool with YouTube cameras, and YouTube cameras do not fool with me. But me and her had bumped heads, and when I told her, because I didn't know she knew what I knew about them people, that she was one of the people that heard that damn laugh, them laughs they was having over there. And she finally told me, and I said, I've been up here fighting all this time, and you knew, and you just not saying something. And me and her had a conversation about that, because I was just outdone. She finally did say, yeah, they did say they were going to do this. They did say they were going to do that. And them people did exactly what they said they were going to do when they came over here. And now they got them here. Like I said, y'all going to get them out. Not me. I ain't doing shit. I'm going to let them keep doing the do. And y'all, Rick Reed, wait a minute. Make sure I got all that out. And Rick Reed also said he think that when he lost his channel, that he think that Ness took his channel. The one that he didn't get back, the main one. And he said he heard that Bree had finally canceled Shakim. But what happened was that King Roman News had put out some receipts of Shakim, I think saying he had took Bree, had struck her or something. And he was a mod. Well, Bree took his mod stick, but then she thought about it and gave it back to him. Well, when all this bullshit he started going on with that remix guy, Shakim like turned against Bree. And she took the mod stick again. And ever since then, he been calling her black neck, fat bitches, big funky holes, and all that kind of stuff. So Rick Reed was talking about that too. And he said that Lemon, they had fell out, but Lemon had called him to try to like make up. And he said that when he was talking to Lemon, that Lemon didn't have he was like taking his clothes off. He said they talked about 20 minutes. And then after I listened to Rick Reed live, somebody else went live and said the same thing. That them one didn't have no shirt on. Blake was taking his clothes off. Now, Lemon, stop doing that. It's too many people saying, these men are saying that how do I look? Do I look good? You like my abs? Doing stuff like that to them. And they saying that you gay. Now, see, now Stefan has said that you had took your shirt off with him, was laying out back in the bed and how I look and stuff. And Rick Reed said the same thing. And I think it was Pastor. It was somebody else that was on the phone, was on the line, whatever, however y'all were contacting IG, the regular phone or Discord or whatever, that you was taking your clothes off and asking them how you look. And that's why they be looking at you side-eyed. If you gay, just say you were gay. And they, Pastor, I got it right there. Pastor said that you was laying back with no shirt on and you was doing the duck lips at him. And he said he wasn't expecting you to be showing all that. You was supposed to just show your face. But like when you cammed up, you was laying up in the bed with no shirt on, with duck lips. And Rick Reed said that you had took your shirt off and stuff with like shedding clothes and asking him how good you look. I look good. Don't I look good? And doing duck lips. And see, that's three people I know of, guys that's saying stuff like that. So while you on the phone or the video thing, keep your shirt on. I could see it maybe with the women, but I wouldn't do it with the women unless I liked them. I'm just saying, child. Hey, Prophet. Y'all hear me? They say he was doing the duck lips, y'all. And do I look good? Hey, Cadillac. You hear me? Rick Reed say you a mama boy. He said he don't want to be your friend. He don't like you, women. He said you was doing good until they took your monetization. He talked about Ness going live and draining your chat, which she always have done you like that, Lemon. Every time she get mad at you, or every time she strike your ass, like with them dicks and shit he be putting up on your screen. As soon as that happens, she always go live. That's her. Just because you too dumb to see it, it ain't my fault. It be her or Shaquille that strike you, and then they'll go live. And you'll go over there, and they'll be like, acting like they don't know you got struck. And you tell them, I just got P-bomb. Oh, I didn't know that. I hate that. And laughing all the fucking time. Can't even keep the laugh out their voice, child. And you just sit there. I seen you cut your live off and go to her live. Let's go to her live. You got 600 people, and you want your people to go over her live. Now, what kind of shit is that? But it's your channel. Do what you want. You're being used. Okay? And Rick Reed also say you psychotic, you big, you slew-footed. He say you ugly, he don't want you. And he said don't be asking him anymore, do you look good. And he said he don't know you well enough for you to be taking your clothes off and that you got a mental illness. He said you knock knee, googly eyed. He said you want him you want his dick down your throat. And he said anytime you talk to him in the future, do not be taking your clothes off. He don't want to see you in no boxing ring. He said because you're gonna be a no show. He said he'll fight you, but not in no boxing ring. He fight your ass out there in public. He don't want to be your friend, and he don't want to make up with you. Okay, now that's how all that stuff Rick Reed said, child. And Ness, Bree drug Ness, and she gave her a big fuck you to Ness, Lemon, Trish, KRN, and Dragon. She gave all them a big fuck you. And she said she's not gonna be around people that she don't like. And that's all the beef sector stuff, child. Let me see what time it is. Because I might do the rest of this later on, child. I think I'm gonna do the rest of this later on. Are y'all tired? Well, they got a lot of more three stuff to talk about. But it's gonna take a long time. Y'all tell me if y'all tired. Cause I can come back tomorrow. Ain't nobody typing. Put yes or no. Cause they've been acting a damn fool over there in that Mo 3 sector too, child. And I've been loving it. Okay, since didn't nobody say anything, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish up with the Mo 3 beef sector information. If you don't mind, hit the like button. And if you'd like to donate, please donate to my channel. And I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'll talk about the Mo 3 sector tomorrow. I didn't know it was going to, well, I did. I knew it was going to take a while because I hadn't been over, I hadn't been on in about 3 weeks. But I'm getting ready to get out of here. And I'll come back tomorrow and do the Mo 3 sector, child. Ooh, child. That was a lot of talking I did. Ooh, child. I'm finna get back out here in these streets and see what's going on. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.